Hello everyone. Welcome to some sort of sewing. Today we're going to continue the cover of this scene, and I wanted to use this, and I have a whole lot of threads that I kind of wanted to use up, so we will begin with those. So we will start with the word fun. I'm just sewing the letters. And remember, I'm not a sewer, I'm just doing this for fun. Just because I'm thinking that sewing is relaxing. I am kind of learning as I go, so I'm just doing this scene because it's relaxing. It hasn't got any goal whatsoever. So for those of you who don't know, I have, before making this one, had another project that I called my Forever Blanket. It is an ongoing project, and as of right now, it looks like this. Small scrap pieces of everything. So I will work on this too when it comes to certain episodes in this series. Just sewing scrap bits together just because it's fun. This might be like a little bit of a Mrs. Gigi way of sewing, and I don't mind that at all. We do have the F here. Let's go on the back, just attaching the thread. And we are going to sew this down, so I'm not really focused on how the end result on the back looks. So when doing these videos, for me it's definitely not a teaching video. I'm not going to talk about what type of needles I'm using or threads or products or of that sort in the projects. I'm just doing it because I find it relaxing. And for me, it's also an opportunity in itself to just sit here and sew like this. I'm going to make felting projects. Maybe something on this sewing machine. You know, things like that. And just like this, it is meant to be fun. Actually, everything I do is meant to be fun. Is this the same thread? I actually don't know, as I had just a tiny little scrap bit there. Might be this one. Yep. Just to take a tiny bit of it, creating the last parts of the 2 letters remaining. So with everything said, really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. But then again, isn't that the way that you learn a new thing? At least that is what I'm thinking. If you want to learn something new, you just need to try. And I also want to show you that, you know, I don't have all the fancy things, but I can do it anyway. It's like I always say, you will have to find your way. And yet again, just try and having fun. Before doing the forever blanket, I think it was like maybe 25 plus years since I made anything with sewing, and I've also participated in last year's 52 tags handmade, and kind of refreshed my skill or refreshed my knowledge a little bit, and I found it really fun to make all the tags that Anne had, Anne Brooks. So when making this scene, I'm not going for anything specific. It might be that I do something on each page, but I don't know. So making the N here. And of course you could do it in all sorts of stitching, but I'm making it the easy way right now. I have two words that I've been thinking about using this year. One word is fun. The other one is relaxing. So I'm definitely going to focus on those throughout 2022. Soon we have finished off the word here. I have before made some ruffles, some fabric ruffles, and I didn't really know exactly how I wanted to use them. So they have just been waiting to be used. I've hand sewn the ruffles, or like slow stitched them. And I will use one on this cover. Just going to have it like that. So I'm just going to stitch it down. It's slow stitched on the back side, but I'm just going to stitch it down like that. Does this work? Probably it does. I'm going to try it. Divide the thread first. And this has become challenging to me lately. Threading a needle. Maybe I'll have to look into another appointment at the eye doctor. Haven't been there for, I don't know, since the pandemic started, really. And then make a knot here at the end. I'm just going through like this, just attaching it. And then let's see. I'm going to attach it like that on this part, and then sew it on the actual cover itself too. Let's see this one. I have to shake it out a little bit. Thinking one more. So it's attached here, and then we will have this one. Because this is opened up here, I will be able to sew it on. Might be a little bit of a struggle, but we will manage. And of course I could have sewn this on beforehand, but you know, isn't it supposed to be a little bit of a challenge too? And then my mind, of course, like, I didn't thought of that, so I'll have to manage anyway. But as I sometimes says, no one will ever notice at the end. So let's see, we'll put the thread up here. And then leave this loose. And then thinking, am I going to use these parts of the thread that I already have? Just attaching like a tiny bit. I think I am. And this is the beauty of it all. Just take what you have, scrap bits on your table, putting it into this scene. Just because I can. I'm going to open this up a little bit and then go through. Let's see, where do I want to have it? Let's just poke it through. And then let's see, where do I want to have? I'm thinking like a cross stitching kind of thing here. There. But we will make it work. We have attached the first stitch there. Going to look at the other side of this. Just attaching it with a little knot. Do we want to do the same thing over there? Yet again using up scrap bits and pieces. And building this up to be a fun little scene. See, where do we want to have the cross? Somewhere there. And then looking into to make the actual cross. The other cross looking like that. And then of course let's look on the back side, just attaching with a little knot. So now we have actually attached it a tiny bit. Just like that. And of course I will make other things as well on this before sewing this part totally closed. Let's see if we can kind of make this little thing work. Or at least have it on the back side. We will take a little help from a friend, a little needle here, just to place it down. Looking on the back side again. Just making a tiny little thing here on the back. And then I will leave it in here just because it won't be shown anyway. It will be inside here. So we have part of the front cover made. Like that so far. And then I will sew here, maybe something fun here, and then of course here too. So a fun, relaxing type series is what I'm aiming for when making this one. I hope you enjoy, and this is just for me to learn things. If you have any suggestions on what might be a fun project, please leave a comment down below in the description box. That would be fun. So thank you everyone for watching. Bye!